following podcast is brought to you by Astro Panda Productions. For more information or to find other great shows, visit astropandaproductions.com or visit the Astro Panda Productions page on blogtalkradio.com.
Hello and welcome to the Pop Collectors Alliance, episode 12. Follow the Emerald Brick Road to ECCC. Again, I'm your host, Rick, joined by the Beard of Power, Mr. Piper.
I'm so ready to stop being sick. Can you tell me how to do it? Like, how do I do not sick?
Well, you take a bunch of vitamin C and you drink a bunch of orange juice, and then you mix in, you get like 15 flu shots. Just to make sure.
I don't feel good. I'm ready. I'm over this. I've been sick for like 3 weeks. So
you sound like one of those lifetime smokers, even though you're not. You're like, I've had bronchitis for 14 months.
Sometimes that cough and black stuff comes out of all of the holes.
Is that a bad thing?
Nope. It's great.
This week's episode is titled Follow the Emerald Brick Road to ECCC. And last week, we wanted to cover each of the individual releases, what's our favorite, etc., etc. And there's good news on the horizon for that for me. But we'll get to that in a second. Again, as always, this is the only podcast on the internet dedicated to returning collecting to the pop collector. And as always, get ready to enter the no flip zone.
Just so you know, I dabbed on them just then.
You dabbed right now? We should get the video going. Like live stream.
We do. That's in the future. That's very soon.
Yeah, very soon. More to come. Patreon. Hashtag Patreon. So we start out every week with weekly pickups. I'll go through some of mine. Again, I've done this for 3 weeks, but the Lord of the Rings Mystery Mini search continues for the Nazgul. And I've seen this on various Facebook groups where people are going for the total amount of Nazgul, the 8 or 9, whatever it is. I think it's 8 with the Witch King,
8.
But we'll go with 8. And if I'm wrong, feel free to message me and say, hey, dude, you're not a Lord of the Rings fan. And I'll say, oh, I'm sorry.
All the Tolkien nerds are going to yell at us.
Anyways, going for 8 of those. I don't even have one right now. So wish me luck. I have a good thing on my side is that it's a common. It's not an exclusive. So my chances or probability of getting 8 eventually are higher if it were a exclusive. So good news for that. Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, Kevin Smith came in, and I don't even think they really did anything with this other than change the little emblem on his hockey jersey to just show the Secret Stash 20th.
So it's the same as the Fat Man that came out for New York City Comic Con.
It wasn't Fat Man, but yeah, it was just a Kevin Smith that they put out for that. Fat Man.
I thought he had a Fat Man jersey on.
Maybe he had a Fat Man jersey. I don't think so. I think the Fat Man was specifically for. So let me go back. They did Funko Fun Days. I think that was the first one. They had 2 variants of Fat Man. Then they did the HQ opening one, which is limited to 500 pieces, which I got. And then they did the Kamikaze.
Yeah. Oh, it was LA Comic Con. That's right, not New York.
And they did that one. I don't think that's his Fat Man. Maybe it does. I don't remember. And it looks like they took that variant of it and replaced it with the Secret Stash emblem on it. So I got that. It was undamaged. Good thing. It was shipped actually in a single box that had no room in there. So if anyone were to kick it or drop it, it would have been crushed. So luckily it arrived with no damage. The glow-in-the-dark Sonic from Toys R Us. I just stumbled upon it. My kids wanted it. So I went ahead and got that. While I was there, I got lucky enough to get the Kingdom Hearts Tron 3-pack of mystery minis. It's not really a 3-pack, but it's 3 of them from Toys R Us exclusive. I really liked that 3-pack that GameStop did, so why not get the mystery minis as well? And then I found a Chase in the Wild. First it was my son Noah, then it was my son Luke, and now it is me. So hooray for me.
You got all the luck, man.
I don't know. I go on these weird like streaks, and it'll be like, oh man, I found 5 chases in the wild. And then I won't find one for like
in a
6
day?
months. Well, I think the most I've ever found in a day is 2. So
oh, man, I hate you.
I've only found 1 exclusive chase in the wild. and that was the Elvira mummy one.
But you knew when it was coming in, and you were there first.
The Hot Topic said, "Hey, we're getting these." They do that thing where they release the day before on Instagram, like, "Hey, we're getting these! Yay!"
So you guessed.
So congratulations to me on that, and I think that's pretty much everything I got this week.
Well, good for you. I'm happy.
Oh no, I did get Minecraft. The guy came in today. The flaming skeleton.
The firefighter skeleton?
Firefighter skeleton. Hashtag firefighter skeleton. Worst firefighter ever because he's on fire.
Firefighter. And he's dead. So, well,
there you go.
What can you say?
What can you say?
This week, I didn't really. I got some stuff. So first, I saw the notice today or yesterday today, and I posted it on our Facebook page, and I also posted it on our Instagram of all the pops that were vaulted for, I guess, this month. And one of them, my daughter really likes Monster High for some reason. So I was at Barnes & Noble today, and I was just looking around, and I saw that there was a Laguna Blue there. So I picked that up for my daughter Riley, since she's all into that. She's not allowed to touch it. It's going to go on the wall, but it's hers. She can look at it whenever she wants to.
Worst dad ever.
Like, here's this toy. You can't touch it. She knows. She likes collecting. She likes to see it in its box on the shelf. So she's all good. So I got the newly vaulted Laguna Blue. I also went to Toys R Us today, and I picked up the glow in the dark Miguel from Coco, and I got Sprocket from Fraggle Rock.
Oh, that's a cool one. I wanted to get that one too, but I passed on it and got Sonic instead. Out of all the characters that I remember on Fraggle Rock, it's the old man and Sprocket.
You know, I didn't grow up watching Fraggle Rock. I maybe saw like a few episodes. Remember when, like, back in the day when, because it was on Disney Channel, right?
I don't remember what channel that.
I think it was on Disney, because I never got to watch it except like on rare occasions. I think it was one of those when Disney Channel would do their like preview for like a weekend where you could watch Disney and not pay for it, and then it goes away. I remember that. So I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with Fraggle Rock, but I thought the pop looked cool. It's a dog, so I bought a dog.
I bought a little dog.
I got those. Yeah, I got those. I got another Dorb. I picked up the Maleficent. So it's not like the fancy, it's not like metallic or anything. It's just a normal one. I found it at Half Price Books. It was just sitting on the shelf. It was not half price. It was actually full price, but they were acting like it was cheaper. So thanks Half Price Books. It's like $8. Like, that's the normal price for a door, right? Like $8.
I think so. Some places sell, yeah, it's $7.99, something like that.
Yeah, so I paid $7.99 for it, and I don't feel like that was half price, but it's okay. So I got that, and then I also traded today with a guy. So I had the Ant-Man ride, and I also had the Walgreens Punisher, the black and white one, the first one.
Yep.
The first wave. So I traded him that, and I picked up a Spy Drew chase, and I got finally my Jack Torrance chase.
That's the pop, right?
Yes, the pop.
Because they make a chase version Dorbs for him too.
Really? Oh, I'm gonna have to.
And it's the same one. He's like Frozen too.
It's so sweet, and there's a story behind that. When they first came out, it was around. It was when they first came out, and when everybody was trying to get Grady twins. I went to Target the day that ours got the Grady twins in, or they were getting them in. So it's their first thing, but I was a little bit late. There was a lady there in front of me, and we were the only two there. So I know, okay, it comes in a box of 3, so I'm guaranteed I'm gonna get a Grady twins. So she's the first one, so I figure, okay, if there's a chase, I'm not gonna get it, but I'm not gonna really care. So we're hanging out. She asked the employee, "Hey, do you see if you guys got any pops in?" So the guy pulls out the first box, and it's one of the display boxes, you know.
Yeah.
So she breaks that. She's like, "No, that's too big. They're not on there." And preface this lady was really nice to me until the pops came out. They opened the box up. She's like, "Well, let me look in there and see." They cut it open, and she physically pushed me out of the way because we were standing right next to each other. She pushed me so she could reach her grubby hands inside the box because she saw there's a chase in there. I don't even think she knew what it was, or I mean, like, it didn't click in her head what it was. She just saw the sticker. So like the greed overtook her body. And she pushed me out of the way. She grabbed it and she was like, look at this. So this is Jack Torrance. I was like, oh man, that's a bummer because I really wanted that. And then she looked at me and she was like, better luck next time. I was like, oh, you jerk. Whatever.
Did you get anything else though, right?
I did, because she neglected to look in the box. And there was also a Pennywise chase hanging out in there. So I kindly reached in there. I took that one, and then they brought our Grady twins, and nobody got Grady twin chases.
In her dumb face.
In her dumb face.
I find that a lot in the community, is that there's a lot of good people in there, but sometimes when it comes down to collecting, and this is true not just for the pop community, but any community, that when it comes down to it, it's almost like, are you going to push me out of the way to get what you want? And most people, I wouldn't say all, but a lot of people are willing to do just that.
Exactly. It's unfortunate. We got to all be bros.
Oh, bro. Here, I've had 2 pretty good experiences with that. I showed up at a Target late with 2 people in Fort Worth. One guy was actually a Target employee. So it's like he waited outside after he got off work to the store opened to try his chance of getting the Grady twins chase. And so we went back to electronics, and it was 2 people in front of me. So we're guaranteed to get at least one because they came in a box of 3. And they opened those 2 PDQ displays, the 12, I don't know how many pops, I think 15 or whatever, the big one you were talking about. They opened 2 boxes of those. They didn't have the Pennywise one. They were 2 Stranger Things boxes. So they had 3 chases in there, a Demigorgon, an 11, and a Hopper chase. I got the Hopper chase. He got the 11 chase, and the other guy got Demigorgon. It was just, we were very peaceful with each other, and it was cool to see that no one was upset, and everybody got to pick in the order. And even though I would probably prefer the Demigorgon chase, I've gotten them before and gotten rid of them, so I didn't really care. I took the Hopper chase, and traded it for something. I forget what I traded it for, but it was a pleasant experience, and you rarely get that out there.
Well, good.
Well, good for me. We had another fan contact us this week. Jimmy, he's been to all of our Cost Plus shipping events and a true fan of the podcast. So thanks, Jimmy, for sending us an email. And I just want to share his haul for the week. Just a shout out to our fans out there. My haul from last week was the Mad Max, the Blood Bank. And that's a Walmart exclusive, actual Max with, I want to say like, it's like a muzzle over his mouth, but it's made of metal. So the metal muzzle, say that 10 times fast. Flocked Bugs Bunny, Stan Lee, the Winter Soldier edition, and Morton Joe Chase. You got that from Amazon, so good on that. That's just a shot in the dark there. And you got a couple older pops, Ghostbusters Venkman, Aaron Rodgers Wave 1, which is with the helmet. That's what I like about the NFL ones. Their Wave 1 pops all have helmets. They've since like baseball caps or beanies on them. And Saul Goodman.
They made them more concussion prone.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what happened.
Because they don't play with helmets.
This is rugby.
He also purchased his first Dorb, the Killmonger Glow in the Dark. So welcome to the Doors fan. He's like, I think I might want to get more now.
He's in the same boat as me.
You guys got that itch.
Addiction.
It's like, oh,
I don't
please.
even understand it. I don't think I really like them, but I have to buy them.
It's like, they're cheaper.
They're affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're cheaper than Pops.
Why collect something that everybody wants that you have to fight over when you can collect things that nobody wants? And you can often find chases in the wild because there's like some Dorbs chase. And I like Dorbs. I prefer a lot of their chase variants, but I have the Game of Thrones. I have a whole series of Dorbs. So shout out to Jimmy. Thanks for contacting us. And if anyone out there would like to contact us about what you picked up, your collector story of the week, or that we're stupid, dumb morons, and you are an axe murderer and you want to join us on our Pop Collectors Alliance SDCC 2018 excursion and chop us all up into bits with all the hobos in Piper's van.
As I say, you're going to load them up in the hobo van, aren't you?
There you go. In the
bag. / axe murderer van.
They're going to be the bag carrier for the hobos.
Okay, so the axe murderers are going to be helping the hobos.
There you go.
Is it appropriate that we're referring to them as hobos? Should it be roof impaired?
Roof impaired. That's the PC definition that you come up with. Yeah, I liked him a lot, but he's roof impaired. I'm just picturing a person missing the top half of their skull.
Dude, your roof is busted.
Your roof is busted. Hashtag roof impaired.
This Is this gonna get edited out now?
No, this is staying in.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm sorry, everyone. If you are a homeless individual, I'm not meaning to offend you.
We're not trying to. You're just roof impaired.
You're just roof impaired, and you probably aren't listening to a podcast, so it's okay.
This is Braun Strowman. And if you're roof impaired, please go to your local Walmart and hide in the bathroom until they close. Oh, wait, they don't close. Just hide in the handicap stall. No one will ever go in there. And just do that to every Walmart in your area. I just came up with a strategy to bounce from Walmarts. But anyways, that's what we picked up this week. And if you're in the mood for a sci-fi space drama, check out the Astro Panda Productions website, astropandaproductions.com, the Still Human podcast.
The Still Human podcast, a sci-fi space radio drama following the establishment of humanity's first colony amongst the stars. Join the crew of the Don de Do, the eccentric billionaire leading them, and the corporation employing them, as they explore the unknowns of faraway planet G159c, grappling with its majestic wilderness, building a new home beneath new stars. The Still Human podcast, available now.
Available now wherever podcasts are sold. I love saying that even though they're not sold, but if you like audio drama podcasts, this is a really good podcast. I listen to it myself, and it's just a unique take on the sci-fi genre and really great writing. And I recommend that you check that out. Go to astropandaproductions.com, or you can go to blogtalkradio.com/astropanda and click on the Still Human podcast. So, announcements for this week. The first one I want to get to, Toy Fair 2017. If you didn't know what's happening, it's happening. It's already happening now. We're recording this on Thursday, so you're late to the game, but hey, we're going to give you the info anyways. I want to credit Poppin' Off Toys for this announcement. I talked to my Funko rep personally. They said over 150 products, so I didn't get a firm number, and this is rumored, but 171 total products to be released tomorrow. And then they said they're going to release something like every 30 minutes, but I've also heard conflicting things that said, oh no, it's every 15. So 171 in one day. Ugh.
I am honestly dreading keeping up with all of it.
I know. And wallets,
it's going to be so much stuff in one, like nonstop. It's just going to be, I'm going to be living on the website writing stuff.
You're just going to be blogging. You're like, oh, I'm done. Oh, no, wait, no.
Nonstop. Yeah, I won't be able to write fast enough. So thanks a lot, Funko, for all the cool stuff you're about to throw in my lap.
Hey, he's happy to do it. Okay, he's just.
I am. I'm exuberant. You know what? It's good. It's going to be a good day.
Every 15 minutes, wallet beware, because I'm sure they're going to put a lot of stuff out there that.
Okay, so I want to say, you're talking about Poppin' Off Toys. They had a little like disclaimer on their announcement saying like, oh, all this stuff's going to be come out, and we know it's going to be expensive. So your options are save up your money and don't pre-order it now. We'll wait till it's about to come out. Or we'll allow you to do check on delivery if, you've bought at least 5 things from us. Like, should you have to warn people, hey, don't spend all of your money before you pay your house bill?
Yeah, or child support or anything else.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me. But you know what? Cool. I'm glad. You know what? Lots of stuff's going to come out. And I know it's going to make me broke, too.
This is Wilford Brimley, and I'm here today to talk to you about pop collecting addictions. If you find yourself missing heat in the winter, missing electricity in the summer, but you have 4,000 Funko Pops, you have a problem.
Because your diabetes.
Diabetes. I saw him at Texas Frightmare Weekend, and there was a guy that went up to him and was like, I got him to say that. Diabetes. On a selfie video.
Can you say beatus?
He Snapchatted it with him. Oh, good for him.
Snapchatted his beatus.
But pop collecting it's one of those things you can become addicted to. And everyone that listens to this podcast know there's sometimes you're just like, man, I can't afford that. I can't afford it, but I want to buy it anyways. Thank you, credit card.
Yeah. Thanks, credit card.
Thanks, American Express. Also, something is coming to the Funko shop on the 20th of February. I slurred that together. The 20th of February.
It's good. You're drinking on the podcast now.
And it was planned. It wasn't just random. And they made a point to say that on the Facebook groups that I saw. I can't credit who put it out there because it's been out there so many times now, but they're like, and it was planned. And I think this might be an anniversary of types. And then I didn't troll. I was just like, oh, it's a Zodiac Freddy. Hey, you guys were waiting for it.
Every single time we get excited about something that's coming out on a Wednesday on the pop-up shop, it's always a stinking Zodiac Freddy that they can't sell. Nobody wants them. Well, maybe I bought one for my daughter, like I do, and then I put it on the shelf so she can't touch it. Yeah. But I bought it for her birth sign. So, okay, yeah, I bought it, but they're not selling. I can tell you
I
that.
bet you they're selling, but not maybe that great. Hashtag, this is your Riley's College Fund.
Yeah, in those 2 pops.
And other ones that you'll get for her over the years.
Yeah. So I've cracked the code. I know exactly what the item's going to be.
What is it?
I'm calling it right now. All right. We discussed this before the podcast started, but I got a little deeper into it and I know what it is.
What is it?
It's going to be a Freddy Funko dressed as a Freddy Funko with a little Freddy Funko, and it's going to be limited to 642 items.
That's a very specific number.
You got to read between the lines, man. All right, that's what it is.
What is everyone else's predictions out there? Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram at Pop Alliance Pod, or comment on our Facebook page. And I'll let Piper take this. What is going on with our Facebook now? We created something this week or something that people may have heard of or seen.
Facebook is magical, and it has decided to make it as difficult as possible for people to actually see the stuff that we're sharing. So we're doing a little test right now to see how can we get around this. And the only method I can see without like draining all of our funds is we have put together a group, Facebook group. So if you would like to join it, you definitely should. You can just facebook.com/groups/Pop Collectors Alliance. We are going to be sharing all the same stuff that we share on the Facebook page, but we're also engaging everybody. We're asking questions. We're running polls. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be doing lots and lots of stuff like that. So it's going to be a true community, and less of a advertisement for the things that we're doing. So I really, so far, it has been very difficult to keep up with because people have been constantly flowing in over the past 2 days, which I'm really excited about. And I think that it's going to help us grow, and it's going to help the community grow.
Yeah, so there's going to be some unique opportunities for people in the future, because when that grows, it's so hard to keep track of everything that goes on. But we're excited because there's so much interaction on there. And then when you have that level of interaction, it just builds the community even stronger. So you can go to facebook.com/groups/Pop Collectors Alliance.
Yep, that's it. I know that is a really long, or you could just go to our Facebook page, and then on the side, there's a little link for it.
So check that out. Join, tell all your friends, family, kids, get your wife and kids, put them in there.
I just want to make sure that we let everybody know that, was it this week? Was this week we did it, or last week?
No,
I don't remember.
The days mold together. It's this week.
This week, we completely overhauled the Pop Collectors Alliance website. So now it looks a lot better. It's easier to find stuff. Not that there's a ton of stuff there right now. We're slowly getting things out there, but it's a lot easier to find stuff on there now, and it looks way better. And I'm super excited about it. So make sure, if you haven't, go to our website, popcollectorsalliance.com, and check out all the pretty stuff that's there now. And you can get information about our Patreon, sign up for our newsletter, and find old episodes and check out what we're talking about.
Yeah, and Piper here, he's a little humble, and he's not going to say it. He said we, but it's really he, because I didn't do anything but look at it and say, man, you blew me out of my shoes. Wow, that sounds terrible.
I blew you out of your shoes, buddy.
It's awesome. It is an awesome website. I will say this, and I'll give a plug for Piper. If you guys want Piper, if you want to build a website, or you're doing something else out there that requires you to build a website, Piper is the one-stop shop. So you can just email him at popcollectorsalliance.com, info@popcollectorsalliance.com. Be like, hey man, I need a website. He'll get you a good deal. He did an awesome job. Go and check it out.
Yeah, I'll build you a website for pops. You just take a big old box and ship me some pops, and I'll build you a website.
Give me a grail and 3 grails, and you got yourself a freaking website.
That's it. I'll do 1 grail. Give me one like Headless Ned, and you got
there you
yourself
go.
a site.
Planet
I'm down
Aurelia
with
Vegeta.
Well, no, you can have that. I'll give that to you. That'll be your birthday present.
Oh, thank you very much.
This non-existent pop that I'm not getting to build a website that doesn't exist.
Also, Cost Plus Shipping live event is February 24th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a night at the movies themed. We got a lot of great things on there. We also have the live pop swap on February 24th, that same afternoon from 12 to 5 p.m. It'll be in Arlington, Texas. Look for the links on our Facebook page. All proceeds will go to the church in support of the local community. And then our Patreon page will launch that same day as well. So we're just like, bam, February 24th is going to be off the chain for the Pop Collectors Alliance.
Explosion day for us.
Big time explosion day.
I'll add a little bit on there and say, unfortunately, due to some stuff that has happened personally, I won't be involved with either of those events. And I'm really, really sad about it. But I'll be traveling and it's something that could not be avoided. So we're going to have somebody there, hopefully in my place on the pop swap to help Ricky out since I will be absent.
Another thing that we want to talk about is the Pop Collectors Alliance SDCC 2018 excursion. I want to make this happen, but I ain't getting any responses. And I understand it is a significant expense to undertake. And we haven't even got to who's going to be going to Funko Fun Days. So I'm going to put this on hold. Know that it's still there. I'm going to bring this back up when they announce when the Funko Fun Days tickets are going out. So just want to get people involved in being able to do this, riding in the hobo bus with us, hashtag hobo bus to SDCC. But if you would like to do that, you can still email us at info@popcollectorsalliance.com to get more details. But no one's done it so far, so I'm not afraid to put that on hold a little bit, tap the brakes until we figure out who's going to Fun Days, and then we can really make it a fun day.
That was the worst joke ever.
We can really make it a fun day. Special code. Everyone, we told you this a couple weeks ago. Listen to the podcast, and you've listened for this very moment. This is what your little heart is desiring right now. You've been waiting for the special code for listeners only. This is for podcast listeners only drawing at our next Cost Plus Shipping, and it will be a good item, and it will be only for people who email us this code. So if you email this code, we will get your name entered into the drawing, and we will draw that the very first thing that we do during Cost Plus Shipping. So you don't have to wait. If you just say, oh, I won, I don't even want to be part of Cost Plus Shipping anymore. You're still a listener. We love you. And for that, we're going to reward you. So if you do this, you will be entered. Email us at info@popcollectorsalliance.com with the code of drumroll popcorn.
Dude. Oh.
The worst dude.
I was trying to do the drum roll for you.
Popcorn. If you
Popcorn is the code.
Yes, popcorn is the code. So don't tell anyone, because the more people you tell, then the more people are going to be in the drawing, and you're our listeners, and we want to reward you and not people who aren't listeners, right? So email us info@popcollectorsalliance.com, the word popcorn and your name, but you have to be present to win. So popcorn.
Is that a hint that the prize is going to be a Director Freddy?
I wish, but no, I don't have one. You're like building this up.
I was planting that seed.
Yeah, I wish if I had that.
You wouldn't be giving it away if you had a Director Freddy.
It depends. I might give that away to our loyal listeners, but I don't have one, so I can't make that decision. But I can tell you it will be something good. So there's limited to one person per entry. Info@popcollectorsalliance.com. The secret code of popcorn and your name, and you will be entered in a drawing that will be aired live at our Cost Plus Shipping event on February 24th, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The first thing that's done, a special. I've been putting words together today. I have been putting words together. I did something earlier today that was funny, and I can't even remember it, but I put two words together, and I was like, that was terrible. I think it was like flanner or something.
What
I like
is
put
that?
the word planner and some word that begins with F, but I don't know. Anyways, email us info@popcollectorsalliance.com. The secret code popcorn in your name to enter. Blah, 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 blah. I'm beating that to death. So, Emerald City Comic-Con exclusives review. This is what you've been waiting for all episode long. This is, if you fast forward to this, you've missed our secret code. Rewind a little bit, get that code. But if you're here for this, this is the meat and potatoes of this episode. It is titled Follow the Emerald Brick Road to Emerald City Comic-Con. So that's why you're here, right? Is that why you're here, Piper?
I'm here because you told me we were recording tonight.
Oh, okay. That's right. You're right.
But I'm excited to talk about all these things that I want and some that I will have.
So, as everyone knows, we are going to Emerald City Comic Con. And by we, I mean me and a cutout of Piper to do selfies with the whole time I'm there.
Are you actually going to put it on like cardboard?
I think so, yeah. I've got
Good.
plans. A cardboard Piper. And I'll just make a little person version of you so everyone will think you're a little person in real life. So when they meet you, you'll be like, wow,
I'm
I
like
thought
way
you were
bigger.
I thought you were a little person. Like the flat Stanleys, like the kids get in school. Like it's like a little
don't know
paper
what that
cutout. It's a paper cutout you take around. It's called Flat Stanley. And you take, the kids had to do this in like third grade, but you take them to like different areas, your house or on a vacation with you, and you take pictures of Flat Stanley. You're like, oh, look at Flat Stanley. It's going to be Flat Piper. Flat Piper. Hashtag Flat Piper at Emerald City Comic Con. So the announcements have been made. The limited editions have been released. The suspense is now over for everyone who's like, oh, I wonder what they're going to put in Emerald City Comic Con. And last week we told you we're going to review each item. So without further ado, we're going to take our take on the Emerald City Comic Con exclusives. So I just wanted to talk about our favorite pop of the event. Mine is pretty much predictable. It is the Chrome Emerald Batman that I hope I will get when I go there. Oh, wait, I didn't tell you guys. I received my golden, quote unquote, Emerald ticket to the Funko booth. So yay!
Good for you.
What? Don't hate on me.
Is the bitterness flowing from me? Is the hate flowing from me? He's just drowning me out at this point.
I just censor you.
I will agree with you that this is one of the coolest pieces. I don't know why it's one of the coolest pieces because they just dropped a Batman in paint, but it's pretty sweet.
They took the classic Batman they released last year and they've just dropped it in chrome paint. But what they did is this one they've actually announced what it's limited to. It's 1,500 pieces, and with Toy Tokyo, the blue chrome Batman last year, I don't know what the true limited edition number is. I would assume it's around that same thing, 1,500 pieces. I would say that they're going to release probably around 1,000 of them at the convention. And then they do like shared exclusives with Gemini, I think is one of the websites they do it with. And then they'll put them on the Funko shop as well. So just keep refreshing your Funko shop page and the
There will
pop-up
be
shop.
8 on the Funko shop. So
They'll
be
sell
quick.
out immediately.
Get that one-click checkout ready, guys.
Yeah, get that Amazon checkout set up, everyone. But it's my favorite. I'm hoping to get it. I am at a later time for the booth that I can get there, and I really don't know the procedures. I'm gonna have to ask some help out there. If you've been to Emerald City Comic Con before, if you've been to the Funko booth, can you please email me info@popcollectorsalliance.com and tell me what to expect? Because I've got all these things running through my head. Like there's a 10 o'clock time, and do the people who are at the 10 o'clock time, are they waiting outside to run into the convention hall? How many people do they give tickets to the booth? And my chances are probably pretty slim to get this Batman that I want to get, but hey, if I don't, I'm just glad to be there. I'm just glad to be at the Funko booth. So if you want to meet up with me there, I've told you guys every week, email me info@popcollectorsalliance.com. Say, hey, I'm going to be here. Let's go talk or something. I'm going to go to the headquarters one day too. So if you want to take a trip to the headquarters, hey, I got to rent a car. As long as you're not an axe murderer, hop in the car. We'll go to the headquarters too. You can film some stuff with me.
I really hope that they do like a staggered release. So if there are 1,000, maybe they have like, 200 that they do on the first day, and 100 of them will be in the morning and then 100 in the afternoon or something like that. So that way, at least it's not all going to like the first group on the first day and then it's done.
Well, see, here's what I know about San Diego, because I was there and I've been there. They have 3 times, I believe, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, every day at the convention for people to come there. Now, the 10 o'clock there, they let people wait out all night long to line up for the lottery. Then they run in and say, hey, you got selected. This is your time. Then you show up to the booth with their little fancy ticket of cardboard. And you say, hey, it's not really a cardboard ticket. It's just like a little ticket. Bring it up to the booth and you can buy them. But I didn't ever get a feel for how many tickets they have there. I would assume that it's more than Emerald City, because at San Diego Comic-Con, there's way more people there and there's way more exclusives, like 72 or something like that. But that Blue Batman was sold out immediately. When I got there Saturday, it was gone. They let people in there on preview night. They let people in there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all those days, and it was gone. So I'm with you, Piper, on saying they're probably going to say, okay, we're going to release 250 every day because there's 4 days. There's 1,000 that we brought here with us or whatever. We're going to release 75 in the morning, 75 in the afternoon, or whatever the number needs to be. And every day staggered throughout. But how many tickets do they give out for that time? Where will I be placed in that time? Will people be waiting there all day? So those are all the questions I have. So if you've done this before, and I've seen people in groups, but I don't like to be forward and say, hey, tell me how to do things. But I'm being forward on my podcast because I can be. Please email me at info@popcollectorsalliance.com. What's your favorite, Piper?
So as far as my favorite goes, I have 2, because there's the favorite that is realistic that I will actually own. And then there is the favorite that I will only be able to look at when I go over to your house and peep through the glass. For my true favorite is, I really, really like, for some reason, I really like the Sasquatch. That is like, to me,
You mean Bigfoot?
It's Sasquatch. It's the same thing.
It's a Sam Squanch.
Sasquatch. The gorilla dude is, I love it. And I especially love the fact that there's 2 variants. There's the normal brown one, and then there is the crazy blue and green Seahawks colored one that is going to be on the Funko HQ. So I might be able to, maybe you could get me one from HQ. That would be great. But I don't really see that as me being able to obtain that. Now, as far as what I will actually get, there's kind of a tie. I really like the giant white from Game of Thrones and the Rick and Morty alien heads. Those are pretty cool. But the giant white by far is my favorite from the convention.
So much detail on that too.
It's so cool. And plus, I love Game of Thrones anyway. So anything Game of Thrones, I'm gonna freak out about.
I can't wait till it comes back.
Have you seen when they mixed like cats meowing to make the song?
Yes, and I wanted to jump off of every bridge.
Oh, whatever. I love that.
I like pops with tons of detail. It's just something.
So then explain why you're freaking out about Green Chrome Batman, because there's 0 detail.
I don't know. You know what? You make a great point. I've never really expressed this, but I think I have a subconscious attraction to metallic pops. Because if you look at all the pops I have, the big like grails that I have, they're chrome Spider-Man. Metallic Spider-Man, not chrome. Let's get back to the game here. Metallic Spider-Man. I have an attraction to metallic pops. I even have an attraction to metallic minifigures. So I think that's why. That's the only way. But when I saw that, here's why I like this Batman, right? If you look at the black chrome Batman that Barnes & Noble did for New York City Comic-Con, the Batman emblem on that is not yellow. It isn't. And
no, it's not.
I didn't like that they did that, but they brought it back for this green chrome Batman. And I'm just strangely and weirdly attracted to it. I was just like, I saw that. I was like, oh, I literally made that sound when I saw it. So no other way to explain it. What's your least favorite pop, Piper?
Does it have to be a pop? Because I got a lot of things I don't like, but they're not pops.
Well, let's go with pop, because we all know what we don't like, right? We don't like the rock candy. We don't like, maybe the Street Fighter T works out a little bit, but we don't.
It's just a shirt.
Yeah, it's just a shirt though. But some of the dwarves are okay in vinyl. But what's your least favorite pop?
So my least favorite pop on here, it would probably be, it's, again, this is going to be a tie. And one of them is just my general prejudice. And then the other one is just me not understanding. So I don't know the name of it, but the television head from Saga.
Oh, that's the graphic like comic.
Yeah,
or
see,
whatever.
I've never read it, and I didn't even know this existed.
It's
So
blowing
this
up
is
right
all
now.
new.
Blowing up.
You know what? I'm finding that out, and I have a couple of friends that work in the comic book industry, and they've been telling me, hey, you need to check this out. So yeah, I know, and I know a bunch of pops just came out for Saga, so that's cool. That I just don't understand it, and it's kind of a boring pop, honestly. I say that, but I'm like, oh, man, I want that Toy Story. But this one, it's kind of boring. And the other one is I don't like Star Wars like at all. It turns out, like, the more I'm exposed to Star Wars, the more I'm just like, I don't care about it. So it's Padme, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not a fan. Like it's fine, but there's nothing that differentiates this for me between any of the other Star Wars pops. There's nothing fancy about it. I don't think it's that great. And that's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, you're just one of those guys that you're just that guy that just flows against the stream of water. I don't like Star Wars. I don't like the movie Avatar. I don't like everything that everyone else likes. No, I'm joking. But no,
You've never heard my favorite band.
I don't tend to like pops that don't have a lot of thought. That's why I find it weird that I do like Army Man. But maybe it's because I love Toy Story. So I've written that off in my mind. Like, I love Toy Story. It's probably my favorite Pixar movie. But I'm going to go with the Stranger Things Barb. And not that I hate
this.
Barb.
You just don't like 8-bit pops.
No, I like 8-bit. I love the Jason and Freddy. I just like 8-bit pops that are placed in a specific way that they should be 8-bit pops. I don't get the connection with Stranger Things and 8-bit. Even though it's based on a show in the 80s, I still don't get it. So for that reason,
there was a lot
Barb.
of other series they could have 8-bitified that would have made more sense than Stranger Things.
Yeah, and I don't. There's a lot of these that I'm on the fence about, but I would say that that's probably my least favorite. Not that it's a bad pop. It's just people like 8-bit. That's your thing. Not my thing when it's not related to anything 8-bit. So let's go with the most projected collectible item out of this. Like, what do we think is?
That's easy. It's going to be the Green Chrome Batman.
Of course, I was going to say
Hands
that too.
down.
But here's what I was going to do, because everyone knows that's what that is, right? Everybody knows, oh, that's going to be the most highly sought after item. But my question is, what is going to be the second most sought after item?
Number 2? I don't honestly know. You know what? Let's say, I don't know, the Funko HQ Sasquatch. That's a pretty low number, isn't it?
I hate your face. You stole my thunder. I was going to say, you know what? It's not, I don't think it's going to be it. I was going to come out and say that. I don't think it's going to be at ECCC. I think it's going to be at the HQ, and it's going to be the purple and green Sam Squanch or Bigfoot. Sasquatch.
It's blue and green, sir. It's not purple and green.
Purple and, oh yeah, blue and green. Sorry. I apologize. It's like the Seattle Mariners colors is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. So we're in agreement. I think that that's going to be the second most sought after thing.
Is it a 1,500 piece?
I don't remember. I want to say.
I feel like it is. It's like 2,400 or 1,500, something like that. It's actually the Sasquatch is a 2,500 piece limited set. So
I still think, even though the spastic plastic are a little more limited to 1,000 pieces, I still think the Sam Squanch takes the cake here. And the reason why is that it's the start of a new line, really, because it's the Myth line or whatever. And I'm anxious to see what they do with it. Do we get a Nessie? Do we get the Chupacabra? What do we get, bro? Are we getting? we're going down a road here that I'm excited to see, like a Leprechaun, Rumpelstiltskin, like all of these crazy things. So I think that this, for that reason alone, it probably will be up there on the collectability scale.
I hope so. I think it's a sweet pop, man. I love it.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to attend the con and Funko HQ. But luckily for me, what's been able to happen is my ticket to the Funko booth is on Saturday. So I think I'm not going to be arriving there until Thursday late. So I'll be there Friday through Sunday. So that gives me the chance to go Friday and go first thing in the morning Friday. And I think that might be the day they release them. I hope that they don't put them out there on Thursday and they're all gone, because I will just get punched in my own face by myself because I can't be there. I've got other obligations. I'll be in Florida that morning and Seattle that evening. So yeah, I'm flying like the worst possible path across the country, like the longest 2 points. The only thing that would be worse was me flying to like Hawaii or Alaska, but in the CONUS, that's like the worst flight from Florida all the way up to freaking Seattle. So, okay. So we got what we think our second most projected collectible is. And then we also have the last item. What do you think your favorite shared exclusive is?
Probably it's going to be Yondu, because that is one, Guardians of the Galaxy is like one of my favorite Marvel series, and two, that is the best scene from that movie, and I cried a lot in that movie. I'll be upfront and honest. So because it made me cry so much, it's a good movie. But that scene where he's floating down with the arrow and he just screams, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!" That is the best.
And it's probably going to be the hardest to get to, unfortunately.
Stupid Target. I know, and that kills. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll be on the game. Maybe they'll put it on the website. Hopefully, that's the one. That's the one saving grace that Target could do, is that they put it on the website.
Yeah, I know, but I think that they've shown pictures. There are actually people that have this pop already. So
What?
I'm assuming they're Target employees. They posted it on one of the Facebook groups, and he was out there like, "Look at this! He's so cool, floating in the air." And people are like, "Well, you're a Target employee." So I'm thinking it's in store. Last year they did Rick and Morty, the Buff, Rick, and Summer 2-pack, and they were all in store.
And we never got them in this area, so I missed out on that, and I'm not going to pay $80 for it.
Yeah, and I got like 50 of them, and I think I bought like 3, and then traded a couple away and hooked one person up, and then traded one away from something else. But I didn't flip it. I got one for myself, because that's something I want to collect. What do I think my favorite shared exclusive is? Man, I've thought long and hard.
8-bit
on
Barb,
this.
that's your favorite.
Nope. It's my worst and favorite all at the same time. I hate it so much I love it. I'm going to go on a limb here and say my favorite shared exclusive is actually the Cuphead. The
flower?
Yeah, the Cagney Carnation. I think that's how you say
Yeah.
it. I play Cuphead with my son, and there's a little pond you go to see how many times you've died. We have died collectively over 4,000 times now playing this game. But the flower is somebody you fight, and I like it. I like the design of the pop. I like the look of the Cuphead pop. It's got that authentic feel to it. And, I like Rick and Morty, and these alien head Rick and Mortys, they're okay. I mean, they're not great, but they're okay. So for that reason, I think I'm going to go with that, because I like it. It's one that always stands out to me every time I look at it. So,
and the good thing about that is, every Toys R Us is going to get 18,000 of it, so you won't have to fight to get it.
Exactly. I looked today at Toys R Us. They still have the Funko exclusive stuff from last year at Emerald City Comic Con, the Dorbs 2-pack Green Arrow. So that is
ours. We still have a few things from like New York City. Like the other day, I just picked up that Dorbs that 3-pack from Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I got that the other day. It was on clearance, and there was like 3 of them there. So yeah, I'm not too concerned with most of picking up most of these. It's just gonna be that Yondu, man. It's gonna kill me.
Yondu gets them. I'll tell you what. Target can frustrate you, but hey, we want to get what you guys think. You heard what we said. What's your favorite pop? What's your least favorite pop? What's your most projected second collectible? Because we all know it's the Emerald City Batman. Emerald City. It's the Emerald Chrome Batman. what's your second pick? And then what's your favorite shared exclusive? You can hit us up on Twitter or Instagram at Pop Alliance Pod. Go to our Facebook page. We'll start a discussion on there. What is your stuff on there? We're on there live right now anyways, talking to our fans. So you can go on Facebook to our group and tell us the answers to this question too. So we're excited to hear what you guys have to say. And I'm going to take tons of pictures of Flat Piper and me, the Captain Strongbeard cardboard cutout version of him at Emerald City Comic Con. I want to see you guys there. If you're going to attend, again, email info@popcollectorsalliance.com. Like to meet up, maybe dinner, movies, watch Black Panther again for like the 50th time. So we'll see. All right. What's your story of the week?
So, story of the week. I forever ago pre-ordered the Night King on the Icy Dragon Viserion, right? And we talked about this last week about how you got yours shipped, or you got yours to your house, correct?
No, I got mine. I just went to the store the other day and picked it up.
Okay, so I pre-ordered mine forever ago. And I didn't remember who I pre-ordered it from. So after the podcast, I decided I was going to go back and dig through and try to figure out who it was. Okay, and I discovered, and I'm going to drop the name of this company because this is a positive story. So State of Comics, I believe they're out of like Wisconsin. I'm not 100% sure. So State of Comics, I've ordered from them before and they've been awesome. I always get my stuff in good quality. So I was like, oh man, I looked and it said that it was unfulfilled. And I was like, okay, that's weird because they should have released in, the beginning of February. So I was like, oh, I'll give them a couple days and I'll call them. Well, that next night, I got a phone call and I looked at my phone and it said State of Comics. I was like, that's really weird. I was just thinking about them. So I answered the phone. I was like, hello. And let's say his name was Drew. I think his name might have been Drew. So I answer the phone and I start talking to this Drew fellow. And he said, hey, I see that you pre-ordered the Night King on Viserion. I was like, yeah, where's it at? And he's like, well, I got some bad news. He's like, our entire shipment was damaged. He's like, we had 48 people pre-order, and there's probably like 6 of them that are in good condition. He said, I need to know, are you an in-box collector or an out-of-box collector? Now, I want every company to please take note of this, especially for people that pre-order and people that order from you a lot, okay? I let the guy know. I was like, oh, dude, I'm an in-box collector, so the box, really, it makes a big difference to me. He was like, okay, well, we have an order in to Funko to get replacement boxes, and we're getting new product in as soon as they ship it to us. So I just wanted to call and let you know that your pre-order is going to be a little bit late because we're making sure that your box is in good condition before we ship it out to you. I have never once had any comic book shop or collector store, anything like that, do something like this for me. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am for it. It was the best customer experience I've ever had dealing with Pops.
And I would like to say that's so unique, but you get that a lot with smaller businesses. You know what I mean? And that's sort of why I said last week, I don't know if it was last week, but the FYE episode, FYE, I said, if you're going to buy PX exclusives, go to a comic book shop because those guys, they really care. These smaller vendors and people like that, they care. It's somebody that you can walk up and touch and say, hey, I don't know if you want to touch them. You know what I mean? But
why are you touching people in comic
But you
books?
could if you were a crazy person that
out.
touches people. Now I can just picture myself telling this, and then people walk up to the comic book store owner and they like slowly put their hand on the side of his face while they talk to him. Do not do that, please. But you can talk to these people, and they're gonna give you the most up-to-date information, and they're gonna value you as a customer because they're small business, and small businesses do that. So that's a great story. So that was Mr. Piper's story of the week. If you have any collector story of the week, and we've been getting some in, you can email us at info@popcollectorsalliance.com. That's what I beat to death. I also want to put a shout out there. Sign up for our newsletter because, man, Piper's done an awesome job of sending that out last week and just really hitting the high notes on things like that. And we're going to do newsletter giveaways. So if you subscribe to the newsletter, you may get an email that says, hey, congratulations, you just got a free pop. So go to popcollectorsalliance.com. You'll be able to see a little box in there that says sign up for our newsletter. Click that box, sign up for our newsletter, and you'll be entered to win automatically a monthly newsletter giveaway. We'll probably do the newsletter giveaway at all of our Cost Plus shipping events. So you'll find out live if you watch that as well. And then also I want to plug our Patreon page. If you want to get notifications for when our Patreon page launches, I'm telling you, these are incredible rewards. Listen to a couple episodes ago when we covered it. I think it was 2 episodes ago, episode 10, where we went through all the Patreon rewards. And I'm telling you, I looked at other podcasts, other people on Patreon, and we are giving back. A lot of people are asking for support out there. We understand. We just want the ability to give back to you guys in an awesome way through my connections, the friends that I know, the people in the community, to give you guys unique pop that you may not be able to get. Some of the larger subscription boxes that we're going to give, they're going to have really great things in there. And we are truly dedicated to getting you guys some awesome stuff. So go to our website, sign up for the Patreon notifications. It's on there as well. And you'll know as soon as we launch the page, you can go in there. Some of these boxes are limited. So we can't do a bazillion boxes a year for subscriptions. We just want to save those for the people that really want to get great things. And you support the show in the process. So we're thankful and grateful for your support to this day. I always like to give a shout out to Astro Panda Productions. Go to astropandaproductions.com to check out the other podcasts on the webpage. You can also go to blogtalkradio.com/astropanda to find the other shows on the network. We've got some really good shows on there. Piper does a show called Gaming with Scissors. We got the Geekish Cast. He does a lot of great interviews on that show. So go to blogtalkradio.com/astropanda for all the shows on our network and listen to them there. And as always, our social media, if you want to follow us on Instagram or Twitter at Pop Alliance Pod, email us info@popcollectorsalliance.com. Breathe. You can go to our new Facebook group where we're building the community strong and communicating with each and every one of you. That is facebook.com/groups/popcollectorsalliance. And now I can breathe. All right, Piper, do you got anything to plug?
If you guys would like to talk to me on Twitter, you can find me at GWS Rancor. You can also check out the other podcasts that I do, Gaming with Scissors. You can find that at nerdlifetx.com, or you just look for it on whatever podcast tool you have. And make sure that you sign up for the Patreon so you can help us continue to make this really, really awesome show. And there's some really, really awesome content that's just around the corner that is going to make you being a part of this completely worth it. So give us your money.
It's going to blow your mind. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother.
So thank you guys so much for all your support. And hopefully this time next week, man, we're already to 12 episodes. That happened so fast. This time next week, we'll be getting ready for our cost plus shipping on the 24th, launching our Patreon page on the 24th, and being part of the Pop Swap that we're sponsoring. Piper will be there in his pirate bearded animal spirit. So we're going to miss him, but hey, I'll be there, and you can send me any message you want to send me to him, and we'll see you then. But until next time, as always, as we enter the no flip zone, we stay in the no flip zone, but now you are leaving the no flip zone. Until next time, my friends, I'm Rick.
I'm Piper.
Happy hunting.
Bye.
Love you.